Or 800-348-1007.
Authors say to write what you know, which is why he remains unpublished.
How can you know nothing about anything?
Alan Cox.
That hack knows absolutely nothing.
On 100.7.
Real tour they're going to do mid-March at MGM Northfield Park. That is Saturday the 16th. St. Patty's Day is on a Sunday this year because it's a leap year. Because last year it was on a Friday. So under normal circumstances, it would be on a Saturday. But because it's a leap year, St. Patty's Day is on a Sunday. There'll be a lot of no-call, no-shows on the 18th. You might have seen the trailer for the new Matthew Vaughn movie. It's called Argyle. I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I just submitted to go to the preview that.
Oh, there you go.
One, yeah.
The guy that did the Kingsman movies and Kick-Ass, and it looks cool. It's got Dua Lipa in it. It's got Henry Cavill. It's got Sam Rockwell.
It's got a great cast.
Yeah, really good cast.
And it looks pretty original concept.
Like a spy thriller.
But it's like a spy thriller within a spy thriller.
Yeah.
It's like it's about an author that's
Very
spy thrillers, and then it's like the Goosebumps movie where they're coming to life.
So I'll have some passes for you to see Argyle if you want to go to that Static X 7 Dust show. I'll be there. That's February 22 at the Agora. And, pardon me.
Learn to burp, man.
Learn to burp?
Yeah, these.
Well, that's how I burp. I did learn to burp. I'm just not burping like you.
Burp like a man.
I'm burping the way I burp. I think of it more as kind of a polite burp rather than the gusts of
breathy
gastrointestinal whatever that you guys do. I just do it a different way. Sammy Hagar and Loverboy are going to do a Blossom next July. So I'll have those tickets for you next week if you're care about that. And then Saturday night, we're doing our metal show. So if that blows your skirt up, I hope you'll be here for that. 10 o'clock is when we normally start. There's no Cavs game, so we'll start right at 10 o'clock. It's called 2 Hours to Midnight. That's the metal show. It's me, it's Corey Roddick, it's Pat Butler. And we throw out local stuff, brand new metal across the genre. Throw in some classics, going way back. And whatever you guys want to hear, that's all in there too. So Saturday night, 10 o'clock, it's 2 Hours to Midnight on the Buzzard. There's a guy suing because a Dunkin' Donuts toilet exploded all over him. And this is one of those situations, we might have all been in that situation too, where when you bring it to someone's attention at a retail establishment, they couldn't care less. Because they're like, yeah, we heard about that, or it's not my job, or whatever. So this guy filed a negligence lawsuit against the Dunkin' Donuts company, saying that he was injured by an exploding toilet. Said he suffered severe and long-term injuries. The explosion left him covered in feces, urine, and other debris. And he walked out of the men's room asking the people who worked there for help. And they told him that they were aware of the problem with the toilet because there had been previous incidents. That's the trouble, too, is if you're a company, you are fully at the mercy of the morons who work for you. Because a rational and listen, if you, like I said, if you work there, you're like, I don't care. You're not looking to protect the company. But you would also think there would be a part of your brain that would go, well, I'm not going to tell him, yeah, we know there's a problem. We just haven't done anything about it. You're not exactly getting your best and brightest at a lot of these shops. So this guy goes, yeah, they told me they had some other people that had complained about the toilet. They just didn't do anything about it. Now, I wonder if this guy had the presence of mind to take photos of himself. Your Honor, so his counsel could show visual evidence of him covered in feces and urine. I don't know what they mean by debris. Other stuff out of the toilet?
Parts of the toilet or toilet paper?
Well, he said, listen, This sounds like a toilet that backed up and splashed on him. That doesn't sound like you would have, I don't know. He says, because you have to puff it up. If you're going to sue for something like this, you really have to make it sound terrible, right? You're not going to sue because you got covered in poop. So you have to say, bodily injury. I've had to have mental health counseling. So that your lawyer can go, Your Honor, this and this and this and this. You can't just say, my client got covered in poop and pee. You have to bump it up because you're asking for $100,000. But it's when the dope behind the counter goes, yeah, I heard about that, but, that's just evidence right there that they didn't do anything. The last thing that you want. So good luck to that guy. And if you find yourself on the business end of an exploding toilet, maybe you can use that guy as a template for whatever lawsuit you might undertake. Let me give you some money here. It's $1,000. It's a chance for you. The last chance of the day, by the way. Get these keywords about 30 past. Last chance today to get some money from the Buzzard bookie, so good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Check. That's check. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Bill, do you want to talk to Mary Santorum?
Yes.
You know how our friend Mary Santorum will check in sometime now that
Yes,
her
I
own
would
Mary
like to-
Santora
Because I can tell that Mary, she's had a very couple busy days. She's a little run down. I think this will put a little pep in her step.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Alan. This is Mary Santorum.
What's going on?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I also want to say hello to my favorite comic in the world, Mr. Bill Squire. Hello, Bill.
Hi, Mary Santorum.
Bill, I just want to tell you how much I enjoyed your show at the Agora a few weeks ago. Your set was as tight and sexy as the red dress I had on, big boy.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, that's a compliment, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Alan, over the holiday, I went to Mexico for vacation, and while I was there, somebody stole my passport.
Oh, really? That's awful. I can't believe you got home. How did you manage to get back?
Well, Alan, actually, I hooked up with one of those immigrant caravans, and when they asked me what my name was at the border, I said, Maria Santorres.
Maria Santoras, you told them. Okay. So you eventually, that had to have been very difficult to get across the border like that.
No, Alan. Actually, it was a piece of cake. They gave me temporary citizenship, health care, and a free bus ride to a Home Depot in North Bygod, Carolina.
Wow. They really set you up. Oh, that Joe Biden. He's
Best
really doing
country
the
in the
Lord's
world for a reason.
That's right.
Alan, as you know, I do a lot of stand-up with my comedic troupe, the Bombers, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about asking Gypsy Rose if she would like to join our ranks, because I have an idea of a character for her. And, Alan, if there's one thing I know, she never breaks character.
Okay. Right.
Alan, I actually wrote a song about Gypsy Rose. Would you like an example?
Yeah, of course.
It goes like this. Are you ready for the new sensation? Well, Gypsy Rose just got out of jail. When she was young, her mother told her that she had cancer. Well, guess whose blood was in circulation? There was nothing wrong with her, so her boyfriend took a knife and stabbed her mom till she's dead. There is crazy, but she is the most.
Yeah,
Look in her eyes, you'll see. Talk about psycho, she's a double dose. Tell me your white lies with your crazy eyes, all right. I'm talking about Gypsy Rose, yo.
All right, listen,
So many lyrics.
Thank you, Mary Santora. Oh my God, you've put so much work into that. I don't even know who Gypsy Rose is, but boy, the song is just fantastic.
You don't know who Gypsy Rose is?
I certainly don't, but I'll take your word for it that a lot of other people do.
Wow, well, that really wasn't funny for you then, Alan. I apologize.
It's all right. It's not the first time. What do you want from me?
I know who Gypsy Rose was, and it still wasn't funny for me. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work out. Well, anyway.
It's all right. We got to take some swings, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mary, real quick, FYI, me and the Bombers will be performing in upstate New York next weekend in Schenectady's Nuts. If you can make it, that would be great.
Okay, I'm busy with the
Schenectady's Nuts. I get it.
All right, okay. Thank you, Alan, for taking my call. I'm sorry that song bombed. I really
too.
felt strongly about that song.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Thank you. There's Mary Santorum. Gypsy Rose. Who's Gypsy? Not Gypsy Rose Lee.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Who's Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
Her mom, she's like the biggest, besides Eminem, the biggest person who has Munchausen's. Isn't that how you say it? Where like you're
Munchausen's by proxy.
Yeah.
Yes. So her mom told her whole life that she was sick and like had cancer and all these things wrong with her and would take her to doctor's appointments and all this kind of crazy stuff. And eventually Gypsy Rose got tired of it and got tired of being controlled by her mom. And so she got a boyfriend and the boyfriend killed her mom.
Oh, this is that movie, The Act.
I have no idea.
They did a movie called The Act where...
she just got out of jail.
She just got out of jail like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
So
she didn't
she's
kill the
free.
mom.
No, but she planned it. It was premeditated. She set the whole thing up. The boyfriend just did it for her.
Ah.
So she's
She
now...
could she argue it was post-meditated?
I don't know. But now she's out of jail and she's like huge. So my soon-to-be roommate did a TikTok saying, Gypsy Rose, please start a TikTok. Please tell us everything. It went insanely viral, like over 10 million views. And then after her original TikTok went viral, Gypsy Rose stitched it. And then that one got like 20 million views. So my soon-to-be roommate is going crazy viral on TikTok right now because of this Gypsy Rose girl.
So Gypsy Rose, this says she's 32. Okay, I remember that movie, that show, The Act. I remember that where like, I think, what's her name? Patricia Arquette played the mom and Joey King played Gypsy Rose. Okay, I didn't know that was her name. But she did say that her ex-fiance dumped her because of The Act on Hulu. Because, I guess, all of the true stories that had come out. Okay, so she's out now. She was in jail. Mm-hmm. She's 32. She was a little kid when that happened?
Not when she convinced him to kill her, but her whole life.
She was never sick.
She was never sick.
Okay.
And her mom told her and everybody and doctors and all this crazy stuff and like would get money from people for doctor's visits and
so she got out early then because it said she got 10 years and she went in 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then
she
only did
gotcha.
6 of them, 7 of them.
And she's married now.
I think so. She either came out of prison with a boyfriend or a husband or something.
And she had been a virgin before that. Oh boy. They tied the knot while she was behind bars. Oh. Okay, what happened to the dude who actually killed the mom?
I don't know.
Oh.
I know about this because of my future roommate. I had no idea who this person was until my friend's post went viral.
And then she wrote a book.
My friend?
No. The
About
Prison
the viral
Confessions.
Oh.
My viral video by Mary's friend. The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Okay. So the mom is dead. Mm-hmm. And the boyfriend
Gypsy Rose
killed
just got
her.
out of jail.
Her online boyfriend to fatally stab her mother. Okay. She was 23 and thought she was 18. She didn't even know her own age.
Yeah.
Wow.
Her mom would lie and say she was younger than she was. Like, really, really crazy. Had her on medication and stuff.
Those are such crazy stories. These women.
Well, because when she would take her to the doctor's office and she didn't have symptoms, she would get medication to give her the symptoms of whatever it was. So she would find medications that had certain side effects to mimic symptoms of other diseases.
I was watching a thing on, it's like the girl in The Sixth Sense, Misha Barton in The Sixth Sense. I was watching a documentary on something along these lines, and they were talking to a psychologist halfway through. And she just mentioned as an aside that these Munchausen by proxy, she's like, it's for moms who feel like they're not getting enough attention, so they get maybe the husband works a lot. There's like a series of things that are all common to these different stories, and one of them was they're about 99% white. These bored housewives who are like, I'm not getting enough attention. I'm going to make my kids sick, so everyone around me feels bad for me.
Yeah.
No wonder she wanted somebody to stab her mom. Woof.
Well, that's why people aren't like, she's not a villain.
I was gonna say, yeah.
People are like, yeah, that's she drove her to do it.
Right.
Like, it's a very sympathetic situation for a lot of people.
Oh, there you go.
Kent, just checking in to let you know that for the first time in NFL history, all 3 Lake Erie NFL teams are in the playoffs. Can Poundcake name those teams? Love me, love you, bye.
3. I don't think I can name those teams.
I think I
Cleveland, 3 NFL Lake Erie teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of them doesn't actually touch the lake. But
Browns.
boom, boom, boom. They go 1, 2, 3.
Wait, Browns.
Browns and Buffalo.
Yeah.
And then, was it?
Not Detroit.
Yeah.
They're not at Lake Erie.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it actually. I don't
They're
think
at Lake
it
St.
actually
Clair.
It's like the
touches the
closest.
lake, but
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
yeah,
kind
they
of
have
lame.
a third one.
If you're going to say first time in history, I mean, you got to go like the tippy south of the suburbs of Detroit to even get to Lake
Yeah,
Erie.
South Detroit. Everybody knows it from the song.
No, that's... I don't think anybody would ever say Detroit was on Lake Erie. I've never heard that before.
Well, anybody that's been passing this around has been saying that all week. I've seen this shared a bunch of times.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I could come up with all 3, let alone Poundcake. I mean, Buffalo is at the very end there, and obviously we're smack dab in the middle, but Detroit,
How deep is Lake St. Clair?
about 3 feet.
I know it's not a great lake, but
It's
still,
pretty great if you've ever been there.
Is it dirty?
Yeah. I mean, it's no Lake Victoria. It's shallow, an average depth of 11 feet.
What?
The maximum depth of Lake St. Clair is 23 feet.
Oh,
Like a pool.
that's kind of gross.
11 feet deep.
Yeah.
A boat can't even sink in that.
Well, a boat can sink in anything, but
But like you can
I
like
heard,
swim to the top. Like,
yeah, right.
You're, like,
You're not
oh,
going to
God.
die if your
Yeah.
car goes in there.
A boat can drown in a teaspoon of water.
Yeah, sure can. Anyway, thank you, Mary Santora,
It's
for
good
checking
to be
in.
Bill Squire. It always feels right when he's in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a break. If you want to send a text, 35192 to get me there. AlanCoxShow.com for everything else. And we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And every